Most people assume that getting a great car means shelling out a ton of money. But what if some of the best automotive deals are actually hiding in plain sight? There are vehicles out there that most buyers overlook, cars that deliver solid reliability, strong performance, and impressive features, all without the hefty price tag. Why are they ignored? Often it's because they were misunderstood, poorly advertised, or lost in the shadow of flashier rivals. That's where the opportunity lies. These are the cars no one seems to notice, but they absolutely should. You're probably wondering which models we're talking about, how affordable they really are, and why they've remained under the radar. Let's dive in. When a car doesn't catch on with the public, it's easy to assume it wasn't worth buying, but sometimes the market simply gets it wrong. That's exactly what happened with the Honda Cross Tour. Designed as a bold blend of sedan comfort and SUV practicality, the Cross Tour never quite fit neatly into either category. That confusion led to sluggish sales, and eventually, Honda pulled the plug. But just because it didn't sell well doesn't mean it wasn't a solid vehicle. In fact, the Cross Tour is now one of the smartest used car buys out there. At first glance, it might look like a quirky design experiment, but there was real thought behind its shape. It catered to drivers who loved the handling and comfort of a sedan, but needed the extra cargo space that a typical trunk just couldn't offer. Thanks to its liftback design, reminiscent of a hatchback, it delivered a roomy, easy-access cargo area that made it much more versatile than the average mid-size car. Step inside, and you'll find a surprisingly upscale interior. While it shared its platform with the Honda Accord, the Cross Tour was positioned as a more premium option, and that shows. Many models came loaded with features like leather upholstery, heated front seats, built-in navigation, and a quality sound system. Dual-zone climate control added a touch of extra comfort by letting the driver and passenger choose their own temperature settings. What really sets the Cross Tour apart, though, is how it drives. Buyers could choose between a fuel-efficient four-cylinder engine or a punchier six-cylinder that brought serious power to the table. The V6 in particular offered strong performance, producing over 200 horsepower and delivering smooth, confident acceleration that made highway cruising a breeze. Unlike most hatchbacks, the Honda Cross Tour came with the option of all-wheel drive, giving it an edge in poor weather and slippery conditions. For a vehicle of its size, fuel efficiency was actually quite respectable. The four-cylinder version offered a nice balance between power and economy, making it a solid choice for daily commuting. The six-cylinder engine naturally used more fuel, but its performance was on par with, or even better than, many SUVs in the same category. If there was one thing that held the Cross Tour back, it was its appearance. The sloping rear end gave it a unique silhouette, but that distinct shape made it hard for consumers to classify. It wasn't quite a sedan, not exactly a crossover, and definitely not a traditional wagon. That identity crisis kept buyers away when it was new, but in today's used car market, it plays to your advantage. Because demand was never high. Resale values have dropped significantly, making the Cross Tour an incredible bargain. Honda's well-earned reputation for reliability extends to the Cross Tour. Many of these vehicles have easily crossed the 200,000-mile mark with proper maintenance and minimal issues. Built on the same platform as the Honda Accord, the Cross Tour shares many mechanical components, which means replacement parts are easy to find and relatively inexpensive. It's a great pick for anyone looking for a dependable, low-maintenance vehicle that won't drain their bank account with repairs. That said, there are a few things to keep in mind. While the Cross Tour offers more cargo space than a typical sedan, it still falls short of what a full-size SUV can provide. The sloped rear design limits vertical storage, and although the rear seats fold down to increase space, they don't create a completely flat surface. It's ideal for hauling groceries, luggage, or outdoor equipment, but not the best for oversized or bulky items. Another thing to watch for is the condition of the electronics. Some owners have reported minor issues like problems with the starter or glitches in the infotainment system. These problems aren't common, but it's smart to test all the electronics before making a purchase. Because the Cross Tour never hit mainstream popularity, you might have to be patient when searching for the right used model. Unlike more common vehicles like the Honda Civic or Toyota Camry, which are everywhere on the used market, the Cross Tour's a bit of a hidden gem, but one that's definitely worth the search. If you're willing to do a little searching, the reward is absolutely worth it. You can often find well-maintained Honda Cross Tour models priced between $3,000 and $8,000. depending on the year, mileage, and overall condition. That's an incredible value for a car that combines Honda's legendary reliability with a smooth ride and standout versatility. For anyone who needs a practical vehicle but wants something a little different from the usual crowd, the Crosstour is a hidden treasure. It offers the comfort and handling of a sedan, the cargo space of a hatchback, and the added confidence of available all-wheel drive, all for a fraction of the cost of more mainstream options. While others are paying a premium for popular nameplates, you could be behind the wheel of a well-equipped, durable car that most people don't even consider. So, what do you think? Would you give the Honda Crosstour a shot, or do you already own one? Drop a comment below, and if you're into underrated car picks, stick around. We've got more great options coming up. While the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry tend to dominate the mid-size sedan market, the Mazda 6 quietly delivers a driving experience and design that often surpass both. It's the kind of car built for people who actually enjoy being behind the wheel, featuring sharp steering, a well-tuned chassis, and an interior that feels more like something out of a European luxury car than a budget-friendly Japanese sedan. Despite all these strengths, it remains one of the most underappreciated options on the used car market. If you're after a vehicle that blends sportiness, sleek styling, and solid value, the Mazda 6 deserves a serious look. And thanks to its quicker depreciation compared to rivals, you can now find one at a surprisingly affordable price. There's a pretty clear reason the Mazda 6 never gained the same popularity as the Accord or Camry. It was never positioned as your typical family sedan. Mazda marketed it as a more refined and engaging alternative, but most mid-size sedan buyers prioritize practicality, resale value, and a rock-solid reputation. That made the Accord and Camry more appealing to the masses, while the Mazda 6 remained more of a niche pick. Brand perception also played a role. While Mazda builds reliable and durable cars, it's often seen as a step below Honda and Toyota in terms of long-term reliability and resale strength. As a result, used Mazda 6 models tend to lose value faster, which works out well if you're shopping on a budget. If what you're looking for is a mid-size sedan that handles like a sports car but is priced more like a used compact, the Mazda 6 might just be the hidden gem you've been waiting to find. Most mid-size sedans are built with comfort as the top priority, often at the expense of handling. But the Mazda 6 breaks that mold. It embodies Mazda's signature driving philosophy, emphasizing responsiveness, balance, and precision. The steering is crisp and accurate, the suspension is tuned for agility, and the chassis stays composed even when pushed through corners, delivering a level of control that few in its class can match. Many automotive reviewers have even compared its driving dynamics to those of premium European brands like BMW and Audi. The car feels balanced and connected to the road, reacting instantly to inputs while maintaining a smooth, stable ride, even at higher speeds. This isn't just another daily driver, it's a mid-size sedan that turns everyday commutes into something to look forward to. Under the hood, the Mazda 6 offers two engine options tailored to different driving preferences. The base model is powered by a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that produces 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. This setup delivers smooth, refined performance with great fuel efficiency, making it an excellent choice for those who value a balanced ride. But if you're after more power, the available turbocharged 2.5-liter engine is where the real excitement begins. When running on premium fuel, it produces an impressive 250 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, figures that rival many luxury sedans. This turbo engine turns the Mazda 6 into one of the quickest and most responsive cars in its class, offering strong acceleration and confident passing power on the highway. Unlike many sedans that feel sluggish when you hit the gas, this one responds instantly, adding a dose of fun to every drive. Inside, the Mazda 6 continues to impress. From the moment you sit down, it feels more upscale than most of its rivals. Mazda has paid close attention to materials, design, and craftsmanship, creating an interior that punches well above its price point. Available leather-trimmed seats, soft-touch surfaces, and a clean, modern dashboard layout all contribute to an inviting and premium feel. While many mid-size sedans offer interiors that are functional but forgettable, the Mazda 6 stands out. by blending comfort, style, and attention to detail in a way that's both elegant and welcoming. Later model years of the Mazda 6 come packed with advanced technology that was once reserved for high-end luxury vehicles. Features like a premium Bose audio system, a responsive touchscreen infotainment display, and a full suite of driver assistance tools, including adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and lane departure warning, make this sedan feel far more upscale than its price tag suggests. These additions not only enhance comfort and convenience, but also bring a sense of security and refinement that elevates the driving experience. What makes the Mazda 6 especially appealing is how much value it offers in the used market. Due to quicker depreciation compared to competitors, it's become one of the best-kept secrets for budget-conscious car shoppers. Depending on the trim, mileage, and condition, you can often find a well-maintained 2018 model for between $11,000 and $20,000. In comparison, a similarly equipped Honda Accord or Toyota Camry from the same year usually commands several $1,000s more. And when you compare it to European luxury sedans that deliver a similar driving experience, the price gap becomes even wider, making the Mazda 6 a standout bargain. So how does it measure up against other contenders from Japan? Let's just say, the Mazda 6 holds its own, offering a driving experience and design flair that can rival even the most celebrated nameplates from the Far East. The Honda Element is easily one of the most underrated vehicles on the used market, and that's exactly why it's such a smart buy. It might not turn heads with its boxy, unconventional design, but that rugged shape was built with a clear purpose: maximum versatility. Unlike the sleek crossovers or aggressive-looking SUVs that dominate today's roads, the Element was designed to do it all: handle outdoor adventures, road trips, and daily errands without breaking a sweat. While many overlooked it for its non-traditional styling, those who get it know that the Element is one of the most practical, reliable, and purpose-driven vehicles ever produced. When it debuted, the Honda Element didn't fit neatly into any category. It wasn't quite a full-blown SUV, nor was it a compact crossover. Instead, it created its own lane, drawing in dog owners, campers, and active lifestyle enthusiasts who needed something more capable than a car, but more maneuverable than a truck. Honda leaned into this niche, designing the Element with an ultra-spacious, flexible interior. Its iconic, boxy shape wasn't just a visual statement. It made the cabin feel open and utilitarian, with space that could easily adapt to whatever life threw at it. This clever design has helped it maintain a cult following long after production ended. One of the standout features of the Element is its unique rear-hinged back doors. When both front and rear doors are open, they create a wide, pillarless opening, perfect for loading large or awkward cargo. Whether you're packing up bikes, camping gear, or even a full-size mattress, getting it in and out of the Element is remarkably easy. And with the rear seats that can fold up against the walls or be removed entirely, the available space inside transforms into something more akin to a small cargo van. It's this kind of adaptability that makes the Honda Element such a standout. Whether you're heading into the wilderness or just loading up at Costco, it's ready for whatever you need. The Honda Element was never built for people who just commute from point A to point B. It was built for those whose car needs to keep up with an active lifestyle. One of its most practical and beloved features is its fully washable interior. Unlike the plush, delicate cabins of many modern vehicles, the Element was designed to get dirty and bounce right back. The rubberized flooring can be hosed down after a muddy hike or beach trip, and the water-resistant fabric seats make cleanup a breeze. This rugged, no-nonsense approach to interior design has made it especially popular with dog owners and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hauling pets, gear, or simply living a bit rougher around the edges, the Element takes it all in stride without fuss. Under the hood, it's powered by a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine. It won't win any races, but that's not the point. It's about durability and dependability. This engine is known for being rock solid, with many owners easily surpassing 200,000 miles with only routine maintenance. You could choose between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, depending on your needs. Whether you're sticking to city streets or venturing down rougher terrain, the Element is more than capable of getting you there, comfortably and confidently. Despite all its strengths, the Honda Element never really caught on during its production run. Its boxy shape and utilitarian feel just didn't appeal to the mainstream. But that's what makes it a hidden treasure today. While prices for used SUVs continue to climb, the Element remains a refreshingly affordable option. Depending on the year and condition, you can usually find one between $5,000 and $12,000. For a vehicle that offers Honda-level reliability, unbeatable practicality, and an adventurous spirit, that's an incredible value. If you're after something that stands out from the crowd and is ready for whatever life throws at it, the Honda Element might be the smartest car you've never considered. If you're looking for a reliable, all-weather vehicle, without the high price tag often associated with SUVs, the 2012 Subaru Legacy is worth serious consideration. While many buyers assume all-wheel drive sedans are pricey, this model proves otherwise. It's an underrated option that delivers year-round capability, solid reliability, and a comfortable ride, all at a very accessible price point. Instead of gravitating toward typical choices like the Toyota Camry or Honda Accord, savvy buyers recognize the Legacy's hidden value. Its affordability today can largely be credited to the market's ongoing preference for SUVs, which has caused many sedans to depreciate rapidly. This trend has made the Legacy one of the most budget-friendly AWD vehicles you can find. One of the standout features of this model is Subaru's renowned symmetrical all-wheel drive system, which comes standard across all trims. Unlike the front-wheel drive setups common in other midsize sedans, the Legacy's AWD system provides exceptional traction and stability across various conditions, whether it's rain, snow, or gravel. This drivetrain is the same one used in popular Subaru models like the Outback and Forester, but wrapped in a more agile, efficient sedan body. It gives drivers extra confidence in difficult weather while preserving the fuel economy and handling benefits of a car. Inside, the Legacy offers a roomy, practical interior. Both front and rear passengers enjoy plenty of space, making it comfortable, even on long trips. The materials used may not scream luxury, but they're built to withstand wear and tear. The trunk is generously sized for a vehicle in this class, providing more than enough storage for everyday needs without moving up to a bulkier vehicle. If you're someone who values a balance of usability, comfort, and all-season driving confidence, the Legacy checks all the boxes. Under the hood, the 2012 Legacy houses a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine with a unique horizontally opposed design. This layout helps keep the car's center of gravity low, improving stability and cornering compared to more common inline engines. With 170 horsepower, it offers a good balance between performance and fuel efficiency, making it well-suited for both city driving and highway cruising. Known for its durability, this engine can easily surpass 200,000 miles with routine care, further strengthening Subaru's reputation for making long-lasting, dependable vehicles. For drivers seeking more power, there's also a 6-cylinder version of the Subaru Legacy, offering stronger acceleration while still delivering the confidence of all-wheel drive. Even with its many strengths, the Legacy never quite reached the same level of mainstream appeal as some of its rivals. The growing popularity of crossovers and larger SUVs led many buyers to overlook sedans altogether, especially those looking for a practical vehicle with AWD. Ironically, this lack of attention has become a major advantage for used car shoppers on a budget. Because sedans generally don't retain their value as well as SUVs, the Subaru Legacy can now be picked up for a fraction of its original price. Well-maintained examples typically fall between $6,000 and $12,000, depending on mileage and condition, making it one of the best values out there for anyone wanting all-wheel drive without moving into a larger, costlier vehicle. Before wrapping things up, it's worth mentioning that there are a few vehicles that didn't make the main list in this video, but absolutely deserve recognition. These underrated cars offer a compelling mix of performance, reliability, and affordability. Ideal for buyers who want to get the most out of every dollar spent. They may not always be front and center in used car discussions, but their value is hard to ignore. The 2013 Mazda 3 is one of those compact cars that often flies under the radar, but it's easily among the best driving options in its class. While most economy cars are designed primarily for affordability, this model surprises with its sharp steering and well-balanced suspension, delivering a driving experience that rivals more expensive vehicles. On top of that, it boasts excellent fuel economy, reaching up to 39 miles per gallon on the highway. It's a perfect blend of fun and function, making it a great pick for anyone who wants an efficient car that's actually enjoyable to drive. If luxury is what you're after, but without the high price tag, the 2011 Lexus ES is a standout. Known for its smooth, quiet ride and refined cabin, it offers the kind of comfort typically found in far more expensive vehicles. The interior is spacious, with high-quality materials and plush seating, all wrapped in Lexus's trademark attention to detail. Thanks to Toyota's reputation for reliability, maintenance costs are lower than many other luxury cars, making this a smart, long-term choice for budget-conscious buyers who don't want to sacrifice comfort or quality. Then there's the 2009 Acura TSX, a car that nails the balance between performance and practicality. With its responsive steering, well-tuned suspension, and upscale interior, it's a fun-to-drive alternative to more traditional, mid-size sedans. Unlike many of its rivals that lean heavily into comfort, the TSX offers an engaging driving experience. Without compromising reliability, it's one of those overlooked models that delivers premium features and sporty handling at a price that's hard to beat. And finally, there's the 2014 Ford Flex, a vehicle that may look like a giant toaster, but offers far more than its quirky exterior suggests. Designed as a unique blend between an SUV and a minivan, the Flex stands out for its practicality and spaciousness. Its boxy shape hides a roomy interior that can seat up to 7 people comfortably, with optional second-row captain's chairs and plenty of cargo space. Despite not being a mainstream hit, its distinctive styling and low resale values make it an excellent deal on the used market. Power comes from either a 3.5-liter V6, producing 287 horsepower, or a twin-turbocharged version with 365 horsepower, offering surprising performance for a family vehicle. The ride is smooth, and available all-wheel drive adds an extra layer of confidence in bad weather. Prices for a well-kept 2014 model typically range from $7,000 to $16,000, depending on condition and mileage. For those who want a practical, comfortable, and unconventional family vehicle, the Ford Flex is a hidden gem. So, which one would you pick? Let us know in the comments below.